Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a new tool to check out here. This is the Milwaukee M18 Fuel RapidStop grinder, 4.5-inch grinder. The model number is 2880-20. I hope you guys can see pretty well. I'm trying a new camera angle here. I won this in a giveaway over on Instagram. I'm pretty excited to try this out. I have a couple of other cordless grinders to compare this to. So let me go ahead and get this out of the box. I'll change the camera angle a little bit and we'll check it out together. Okay, so here's what you get in the box. This is a paddle switch grinder. It has the RapidStop feature. I've never held one of these before. I think this is the newest model. I got it from Sewick Lumber and Millwork. They did an Instagram promotion. They're over in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that was pretty cool of them to send it out. I'm excited to try it out and compare it to a couple other options that I have. So you have the grinder itself. You have their anti-vibration handle, always nice to have. Their tool-free guard, that's got a cool feature I'll show you in a bit once we install it on the tool. And it comes with your blade wrench. This one doesn't have the tool-free nut on here, so you have to keep the wrench with you, but I do know that, I think if you check out eBay, probably Acme Tools, some other places, Milwaukee does have a tool-free version of this collet, whatever you call it, jam nut, I don't know. That's pretty convenient. Of course, sometimes if the thing's not on here super tight, you can just hold down the stop, and if you have a pair of gloves or something, good grip, you can wrench it right off of there. So let's go ahead, we'll install this blade guard on here. We can show you the features on that. See how it goes on. I think I have to make sure I do it in camera here. I think I have to take both nuts off there. Looks like it only goes on one particular way. Well, that's kind of weird. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like it only goes on like this. Maybe I'm doing it upside down. Let me think about it for a second. No? Take this cover off here. Sorry, it's hard for me to do some of this on camera. Okay, let's try this again. So I believe it does go on like this. Yeah, and then you can twist it. And it looks like it has positive stops all the way around here. Just push this down. And there you go. And then this blade guard is kind of a cool feature. Actually, it goes the other way. You see this more on European style grinders, but it's not only is it a cover so that your blade guard doesn't get so scratched up, but it also helps deflect. I'll turn it like this. It also helps deflect some of the shavings, whatever you want to call them, metal shavings, sparks, and you can close up that gap if you have a cutting wheel on there or an abrasive disc or something like that. Sorry, I've got to keep tool in frame here. So we'll click that on there just to hold it for now. Put the anti-vibe handle on here. This one only goes on the 2 positions, just like most grinders, on either side, just like my Bosch. It also has the anti-vibration handle. This is their older brushless 18-volt model. We'll be comparing it to this. See how smooth they are. This one is a paddle switch that locks on, or sorry, this one is a side switch that locks on. This one's the paddle switch. I also have the Cobalt here that is the paddle switch, similar design. They both have the same flip release here, safety release. So without further ado, we'll get this. That could probably go in the bin. Pop a battery in here, 6.0. It's got half a charge. Wow. It seems like it's soft start, and it ramps up super fast. I don't know if you can tell from the video. And so there's not a lot of kickback side to side. Let's see, I'll put a battery in the Bosch here. Do I have any big batteries? Now for convenience, the paddle switch is nice, but if you don't want the fatigue, having the lock-on switch is probably the way to go. I have a cutoff wheel in here right now. A little bit of delay with that one. The brake's not quite as fast, and the gearbox makes a little bit more noise on this Bosch, but I am super happy with the power that this has some nice features. If you want me to make a separate video on this one, I will. I'm sure they're probably pretty comparable power-wise. The box says that this is an 11 amp tool, the equivalent of an 11 amp tool, and I believe it. I mean, Milwaukee is usually pretty powerful. In the Cobalt, I have this flap disc. That's how I use this most of the time. I'll grab a battery real quick, and we'll try this one out. Okay, so this is a pretty big tool with this big 6 amp hour battery. It's hard to even get it in the frame here, and it's heavy too, but that paddle switch is pretty nice. So this one has a delayed start. Takes a little while to ramp up, but it is actually pretty smooth. The gearbox doesn't make noise like Bosch always has. Once again, here's the Milwaukee. It's almost instantaneous. It's pretty impressive. I wish I had some stuff to test this on. Maybe I'll make a separate video. I'd like to try this out. I'd have to swap over different wheels and stuff and kind of compare them, but I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It's lightweight, even with the big 6 amp hour battery. Pretty similar to the Bosch. Of course, it has a bigger battery on it right now. And I like the slim form factor and the safety features that come with it. The RapidStop is nice to have. It has a very, very fast brake. Pretty similar ergonomics to the Bosch and the Cobalt. They're all pretty thin. I like the way that these cordless grinders are going nowadays. So let me know, do you think this is worth getting into the M18 platform with? You know, is this something that you could see yourself using all day? Of course, a corded grinder, you don't have to go through batteries. And so I do have a couple corded grinders over at my metalworking section there, but yeah, I mean, for free, you can't beat the price, is what they say. And I'm pretty impressed with this thing. So I hope I get to test it out in the future, and I'll make sure to show you guys. So we'll catch you on the next video. I'm sure it'll be something completely different, and I hope you guys have a great day.